So, I may have figured out what the fuck the Beast Titan is. Hopefully, I'm right, but I'm probably wrong.
I am the bone of my sword.
Alright, now I've watched the episode of Attack on Titan twice now. And that's enough for me to go ahead and theorize what I think about the Ape Titan and stuff. So, the Ape Titan said, like, after, and his name is not whatever I showed y'all in my live stream, the dude that was fighting with the, that can smell the Titans. His name is like, Mike or something like that. It's spelled Miche, like Mike or something like that. I think it's German or something like that. Like, a lot of these, like, names for white people, Japanese mangaka get the white people names from German people. Sometimes they be, sometimes, excuse me, dang. Sometimes they be English names, sometimes they be American names, but I think it's that's might be a German name or something like that. But whatever. So I'm watching it, and dude, he like, dang man, I don't know about this abnormal Titan over there. I ain't never seen no Titan with no fur. What the heck is going on? Cause even all the Titans that we know, that even all the people that we know that can turn into a Titan, when they turn into a Titan, they don't have any fur on them. They don't have anything like that on them. They don't have nothing like that on them. So, like when Eren turns into his Titan, he has like this, like all his veins in his body be showing. And like when he was fighting Annie, he had like this like lava or something coming out of him when he had no arms, and he was just hopping on one leg trying to like bite her or something. I like this lava or something that was coming out of him and stuff. I mean, you already know how Annie looking, and the armor Titan, and then the freaking. I'm thinking that the Colossal Titan is a person that could turn into a freaking Titan, because the Titan just showed up out of nowhere. Like Eren was standing on top of the wall. Next thing you know, boom! The Titan showed up behind him and kicked the wall down. Like, that got to be a person that could turn into a freaking Titan, man. So now that we see this Beast Titan, I'm thinking he's a freaking Titan that can turn. No, he's a person that can turn into a Titan. I'm not 100% on that, because as we see in the opening, it's a little like, it might be a second or a half a second in the opening of the Beast Titan running in between what it looks like an assortment of animals, from like a whale to like what it looks like some type of like four-legged animal and other types of animals. So that leads me to believe that the Beast Titan, who is kind of, he looks like an ape, so I'm gonna call him the Ape Titan. And plus, that's what I've heard other people call him too. But I haven't heard anything else from other people about this Titan. So the Ape Titan, I'm thinking he maybe very possibly is an animal that was turned into a Titan. Very possibly. I have two theories about him. Two very different theories, but still two theories. And that's my first theory, is that that Titan is a Titan that was an animal that has been turned into a Titan by their like, by however they're turned into the freaking Titans and stuff. Because if you watch the ending of Attack on Titan, you see at the end of the ending all these figures of Titans bowing down and kneeling to like this woman Titan, or whatever whoever that is, and like the sky and stuff, like they worship her, like that is their god and stuff. And what I said in that live stream I did about about that OVA that came out like 2 years ago about Attack on Titan, to where this Titan was like this girl first encountered a talking Titan, and she was writing about it in her journal and stuff, and the Titan had said Shame Sama. So I'm like, okay, now that woman that all the Titan is kneeling down to got to be this Shame Sama. Is this Shame Sama some type of person that some type of person or Titan that creates these Titans? Like, how do she create these Titans? Where does these Titans come from? Like if in fact that Beast Titan is an animal that has been created into a Titan, how did she do it? Like that's very, very interesting. Like, oh my God, that's like really, really interesting to me. That makes me be quiet and like really do my Ubi Hikari, just put my hands to my mouth and just think like this, just like, I wish my afro was a little bit wilder. Then I'll be really Ubi Hikari. But that really just makes me think, man, because that's so interesting. That's so interesting. Because if that Beast Titan was an animal, was some type of monkey, gorilla, a chimpanzee, or whatever, that has been turned into a Titan and has been gifted with like knowledge and the ability to speak, and not only to speak but speak human languages. And it said in this episode that Titan said, "I'm pretty sure I'm speaking your language, so I think you understand me." That means that among the Titans, they must have their own sort of language. Their own sort of language, or this transitions into my next theory, in which the Beast Titan, the Ape Titan, is a person that can transform into a Titan. And that person is from like this enclosed freaking group of people that could turn into Titans, or an experiment just like freaking Annie and them, to where he can turn into a freaking Titan. But if he can do that, he must have came from outside of the wall. But we've never seen the Ape Titan until now. So is there multiple? This is one thing I want to know about Attack on Titan 2, which I have no clue about. Is there multiple languages spoken within the 3 walls of Attack on Titan? Is there multiple languages that people speak? Or do they just speak one central language? Because that would explain that Titan saying, "Hey, I know I'm speaking your language, so I think you understand me, but I'm not even sure." And then for that Titan to grab the freaking 3D maneuver gear of Mike. His name is like Meech or something like that. I'm going to call him Meech, because Mike is how they say it in Japanese. So I'm going to call him Meech, excuse me. But it got in order for that Titan not to even know about the 3D maneuvering gear, he has to be like some type of sheltered, like cut off like person. That has to be what's going on. There has to be some type of group within the walls that don't speak the language of, that don't speak like the national language of the people, that speak their own language, and then like somebody like Aaron's dad, or somebody that's connected to Aaron's dad, that know how to turn people into Titans, turn that person into a Titan and spoke their language and stuff, and now has that Titan working for them. And plus, you can see that that Titan has control over other Titans. Like he said, "Hey, stop moving. Didn't I tell you to stop moving?" So he killed that one Titan that was eating on Meech. Then the other Titans was just waiting behind the freaking building, waiting in the trees and stuff, just not moving at all. So what the heck is freaking going on with this Ape Titan? Like, that's just really interesting to me. And I don't know anything about the manga, man. Like, I'm being serious. I didn't read the manga for 4 years now. It's been 4 years since Attack on Titan came out first. Didn't read the manga. I read 2 chapters of the manga, but it's so far down what I read from this that I have no clue what's going on right now. And I forgot even what the freaking chapters I read was, but I know it was so far to gone from now and what's happening now, man. But golly, man, that freaking Ape Titan, he just that scene, that whole scene, it just opens up a whole new thought process on what's going on in this freaking world. Cause here's the things that I figured out. 1, we got a freaking abnormal Titan. 1, we got a new Titan. 2, that Titan speaks the freaking language of people. Like Aaron didn't do that. Annie didn't do that. The Armor Titan didn't do that. The Colossal Titan didn't do that. None of the other Titans that was running around spoke a language except that Titan that I told y'all about that was in that OVA that y'all need to go and watch. None of the other Titans spoke a language until now. And that Titan seems like it's really freaking intelligent. The Ape Titan seems like it's really intelligent. Like, what in the world? And number 3. No, did I say 3 already? I don't know, but hold on, did I say 3 already? I don't know, man. 3, number 3. If I said 3, whatever. But number 3, there possibly is another group of people within the walls that nobody knows about. Because that Titan said, I know I'm speaking the language of, I know I'm speaking your language, so you should understand me, or so I think. That possibly, if that Titan is a person that can turn into a Titan, then that could be true. But if that Titan is just a Titan that was just born like that, then that couldn't be true. And 4, he has control over the other Titans around him. Over the you could say fodder Titans that's around him. Like, he has literally control over them. So that's crazy to me, man. Like, it's just so much good stuff going on within the Attack on Titan that I'm going to keep theorizing about, keep looking at every single detail. Like, me looking at the opening and the endings of, ending of Attack on Titan gave me a lot of hints, which you should do. You should go and look at the opening, especially the ending, because the ending gives you a history on the Titans. That's what I've learned, because you see images of people fighting these Titans. The Titans rising up out of the freaking sea, and they fighting the Titans back in medieval times. Then you see images of the Titans kneeling to this figure that they think is their freaking god or whatever, and all of that, man. Like, you just see a bunch of different images that's just crazy. So yeah, I'm going to keep learning about it, man. I'm going to keep watching more about it. But leave your comments down below. No spoilers. No freaking spoilers, please, because I do not want to be spoiled. If you, I don't want to be spoiled so much that if you put a spoiler down in the comments, I might block you. So don't freaking spoil anybody in the comments and stuff, man. Like, for anime only people, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about the Ape Titan, whether you agree with me or not, or whether you have some other theory that I haven't thought of that might or might not be possible, depending on what the theory is, man. But that's all I got, man. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like everything I had to say. Like the video, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. One love. I am officially 8 out.